You think animals forget. You think a puppy doesn't remember pain. But what if I told you? The smallest, weakest puppy on this street grew up to change everything. This is not just a dog story. This is a story about karma, about growth, and about coming back stronger. 6 years ago, on a cold evening, a tiny brown puppy wandered into an alley behind a restaurant. He was hungry, shaking, looking for food. That alley already had a leader, a big, aggressive street dog. This dog ruled with fear. No one touched his food. No one crossed his path. The puppy didn't know the rules. He just stepped closer to a piece of leftover bread. And in 1 second, the big dog lunged, growling, snapping. The puppy ran, but not before getting hurt. That night, he hid under a broken wooden cart, alone, in pain, and afraid of the world. Pause for a second. Imagine being that small, and learning that the world is dangerous. Most would disappear, but not him. Days passed. The puppy avoided the alley, avoided other dogs, avoided eye contact. But something changed inside him. He stopped being careless. He started observing, watching from a distance, learning. He learned when the food trucks came. He learned which humans were kind. He learned which streets were safe. He wasn't getting louder. He was getting smarter. Months turned into years. The tiny puppy grew. Stronger legs, sharper instincts, calmer eyes. But here's the twist. He never became aggressive. He never bullied smaller dogs. He remembered how that felt. Instead, he protected them. If a stronger dog chased a pup away from food, he would quietly step in. Not to fight wildly, but to stand firm. Confidence replaced fear. Meanwhile, the old alley leader? He was aging. Still aggressive. Still loud. But slower. The street was changing. New dogs arrived. New competition. Fear doesn't last forever. Respect does. One evening, their eyes met again. Same alley. Same smell of food in the air. But this time, the small puppy wasn't small anymore. The old leader growled out of habit. But something was different. There was no fear in those eyes now. Only calm. The old dog charged forward, but stopped halfway. Why? Because the younger dog didn't step back. He didn't attack either. He simply stood his ground. Balanced. Strong. Unshaken. And for the first time, the old leader hesitated. Power had shifted. Not through revenge. Through growth. Then something unexpected happened. 2 unfamiliar stray dogs entered the alley. Younger. Hungry. Aggressive. They didn't respect old rules. They attacked both of them. Chaos exploded. The aging leader tried to fight back, but he was outnumbered. And that's when the dog who was once bitten as a puppy jumped in. Not for revenge. Not to prove dominance. But to protect the street. Side by side, the past and the present fought together. Smart moves. Quick reactions. Teamwork. The attackers retreated. Silence returned. Heavy breathing. Dust in the air. The old leader looked at him. Not with anger, but with understanding. Maybe even regret. No fight. No revenge. Just a quiet moment between 2 survivors. Here's the lesson most people miss. Revenge would have been easy. But growth? Growth takes patience. The puppy who was once bitten didn't grow up to destroy. He grew up to lead differently. And that is real power. So next time you feel hurt, remember this story. You can stay the scared puppy. Or you can grow. Observe. Improve. Return stronger. Not to hurt others, but to protect what matters. Because the best revenge is becoming unstoppable. If this story made you feel something, comment growth. And tell me, have you ever turned pain into power?